So we've already gone over quite a bit. Irimi, how to enter. So that was really the body mechanics of how to enter. This time I'd like to go over how to enter strongly. It's important that whenever you enter, even if it's mechanically correct, it needs to be strong. They don't have to perceive it necessarily as strong, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, as far as your partner goes. But you have to be strong when entering, no matter what. And I'd like to do it today from the same approach that we were using for ukemi. So that means you're going to take your belly and move it into the space that you're entering. So first thing that moves in is a belly. So in this case, I'm going to take it in, around, and into the side. And we're going to go into the front. So this is entering for perhaps a hip throw. Coming in this way. So when you hit, it's going to be here, belly into the hip, waist, and then the lower chest. So almost the same as taking a roll or a fall. This way. Opposite of a roll, the same direction as a break fall. It's a back fall. So entering in this way. In, belly goes, hip, side, lower chest. This way. Coming in, you're going to step, move the belly in and up. Once you have that, moving the belly in and up, then start entering lower and in and up. In and up. So you need to enter strongly enough that you can hit this tree. You can use a post. You can even use just a wall, as long as it's as long as there's a stud behind it. And down and in and up. So that's the sequence. And then smooth it out this way. You still want to hit hard even when you're smoothing it out, though. Now, even if I am not hitting, I want to move into a space, I still want to do it with that same power. This way. Now, ideally, I don't have to hit the person. They'll kind of jump onto me of their own accord. But if they don't, you may have to knock them up. So you knock into them low and go up the body. Regardless of whether you do that or not, you have to be able to do that. So that's one. And one of the ways that you can practice the hip throw itself, you can't really do on a wall very easily, but take a belt and wrap it around your tree or post and just come in same way. In, and then you can go low and high. Get low, in, in, on both sides, in, and then low and up, and then low and up with the arms. Up the arms and then the throw. Okay. So that's a basic entry practice for one type of hip throw. Then you can also practice entering, if he's not attacking you strongly enough for you to enter, and you have to go to him. Okay. And this squeezes in, out. So now I'm covering or hitting the face on my left side, and then I'm going to come together out to the right side and twist the thigh in towards the center again so I can throw a hook this way. So from the back, we go out, together. See how I'm putting my foot down, twisted. I hope you can see it. And then, there. The hook itself comes from this turn, this twist, unwinding. So now my belly is on this side, ready to go back in for the hip throw that's coming up. All right, so this way. And all you do after turning your waist this way, throwing your belly into it, this way, at the same time, lift the elbow. So we're not going swinging the arm around. We're just straight ahead, lift the elbow. Straight ahead, lift the elbow. And you should get pretty good power that way with a little bit of practice. If you swing it around, it doesn't have the same effect. Their reaction is going to be different. They have too much time to see what you're doing. So now you can go 1, 2, 3. All right. So 1. This steps in, and belly goes around this way. At the same time, you lift the elbow and pull this hand. And there's a throw coming up. So all together, this way. I can't throw the tree. So that means you're going to come in, belly goes this way, belly goes all the way around to this way again, and then back into the hip, waist, lower chest, up. That's not the ideal situation for Aikido, though, but you do need to practice it so that it's there. Your partner will be able to feel the difference whether you can do that or not. At least if he's sensitive at all. A lot of people aren't, it's true. So, what I really want, more ideally, is for my partner to actually jump onto my waist. And the way we're going to do that right now is he's coming in for the wrist grab. I'm going to come up over his wrist, back under, and up. So his grab comes in, and he does this. Grab in this way. If I grab, and that happens, I naturally go up. Otherwise, I have to give up the grab completely. And that's up to, again, the tori or uke to time it with his rhythm enough that he doesn't give up the grab completely. So you can practice it by holding your belt in one hand, holding both. I'm going to let this go once I have this grab. This is the same step as if I'm doing the hook punch. And then up the post. So we come in, around and up. And you can try it, especially if your knees are better than mine. You can come in, down, in, and up. When you come up, you're already turned in. You're going to go out. So my thighs don't necessarily turn a lot. They'll turn a little bit, but mostly it's squeezing the back side regardless of the actual motion that happens. So it can stay more or less still at that point in the leg. But the tensions that happen unwind the other way. So it's winding up this way and then unwinding this way. 1, 2. In, over the top, draw around and up and towards yourself. In and down, belly in, and unwind. And that's our hip throw practice for today. More coming.